Hello friends, welcome back to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are doing our updates from last week, things we got done, and what are my upcoming plans for this week. Now we know my plans can always change. They normally do. It is just a little bit after 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon. I am trying to get this recorded before we have some severe weather this evening. We are in line for tornadoes again and some strong winds. We do have winds picking up right now. I know I look a little harried right now because I have been outside trying to bungee my garbage cans. I have some garbage cans near my road for pickup. I bungee those to the tree, and I have one under my carport that I bungee to the post. I don't want them going rolling around. Couple weeks ago, my sister had to go chasing my garbage can down the road. I was in the house sick. I didn't know she was doing it. My husband had taken the garbage out, and my garbage can decided to take a ride down the road. So my sister caught it and brought it back up to the house. So today I don't want that happening. So let's see, what did we do this week? I'm actually getting back in the saddle, getting lots done. The first thing that we worked on was our flowering quilt block. This is out of the February box. I think it's called Apple Blossom of My Eye, I think. But this is the next to last block. The last block we will get is this month. So when we get our sew sampler for this month, we will have our last block plus our finishing. This right here, you will see I have all of my blocks right here. Let's just kind of do a quick look. So these are some of my blocks here. I have smashed my stash. All of this fabric is just some that I have in my stash that we are just using up. And I love these blocks. All of these blocks finish at 18.5 inches. You'll see where some of them I use some of the same fabrics. Some of them, oh, that one came unclamped there, but that's okay. I'll clamp it back later. But it's just a beautiful array of colors here. So we've got all of those done. Let me see if I can get my stray block or my block that had decided to go astray here. Get it back up in here. I believe this is going to make a beautiful quilt. And guys, I mean, if you want to smash your stash, what better way to do it than with a sew along like this? I love just taking whatever I have in my stash and making it into something beautiful, because a lot of times I will see fabric and I'll just be like, oh, that is so beautiful. I just have to have it. And I may only buy a fat quarter of it. But this is going to be our flowering block. Now, the next block that I have completed, my Quilted Cow in their Advent box that I got, they had a calendar in it that each month you have a different block to make. And I love that idea. If you want to go ahead, you can, but I don't. I do mine by the month. This is my third block. This is March. I don't know if it had a name to it, but it's the quilt, the sew-along is called Diamond Ice. And I wanted to use all the blues, so that is what I'm doing. Now, they are the same fabrics. All of them will be the same fabrics. I have a white background, a dark blue. This is fabric I got from Walmart. I really liked it. And we have, this is called Sky. This one is like a medium color, and this is the light. So I have a dark, a medium, and a light, and then a white. So we got that block done also. Now, we also, on Friday, we were doing our Yuletide sampler. I'm going to show you what we got done on Friday. This is, we do steps, like we try to do half the steps the second Friday of the month, and then the other half the fourth Friday of the month. This is step 1 through 3 right here. Now, each of us have a different colorway that we're using. You know, I'm smashing my stash. I had several fat quarter bundles that I really liked and I wanted to use them up. And I'm just using an array of the fabrics. I'm not using one particular line. I'm using different ones. My background is called Riley Gray. It's confetti cotton, I believe is what it is. But this is our March block. Now, this right here is my February block. It's all still in the zippered pouch here. I did half of it, but I did not complete it because y'all know I got sick again and did not get to complete that. So what else did we do? Saturday, we did do our sew along on Saturday. And let me show you the quilt. We are doing the Sunbeam quilt out of the fat quarter by the dozen. That is the quilt we're doing. I think that is going to be a fabulous quilt. This quilt can be done in any colors you have. Let me show you what I'm using. One of my subscribers had sent me 2 of these 12 fat quarter bundles. This is reproduction fat quarters from February of 2024. It's Dinah's Delight by Betsy Cutchin for Moda Fabrics. I need to pull 3 more fat quarters out of this to put with what I've already using, because I don't want to use these light colored fabrics for my squares. I want to use the darker colors for the outer parts here of the block, and then my light color is going to be in the middle and the border, I believe. But yes, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I do need to pull 3 more fat quarters and cut them down and get them ready. But let me show you where we got this past Saturday. They don't number them 1 through whatever, but we got completed all of the parts to make the corner Sunbeam unit. So these parts now, I will need to trim and press these. These are our short triangle, rectangle. I do know my shapes. I promise I know my shapes. These are our short rectangles, and these are our long rectangles here. What I'll do is I'll trim this, and I'll do, what do they call, like a flip and press or whatever. But I will get those done. So next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday, when we come together, we'll be taking these pieces along with our rectangle pieces, and we will be making our corner Sunbeam unit. And then we have, after that, we have 3 more steps before we start assembling the full block. Now, my idea was to get this quilt top done in 4 sessions, so in 1 month. This being March, I don't know how many Saturdays we have this month, but my anticipation is always in 4 sessions. 5 is great. But, so if y'all want to work ahead to try to get done 1 a month, perfectly fine. What I'll probably do, after the 4 sessions, or however many Saturdays there is in a month, if I don't have them done, I may move that to Wednesday for a Whip It Wednesday project so we can get this finished, but also bring along a new one on Saturday. That's my thought process. Not necessarily what I am going to do, because guys, y'all know I have slowed it down considerably in the month for 2026, because I've been missing at least 1 day a week, and I've kind of gotten my schedule to where I do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Monday is always my updates. But I'll do something on Wednesday and Friday, and then we have our Saturday sew-along. So we'll always have updates on Monday, Saturday, sew-along on Saturdays, and the second and fourth Friday of each month, I will be going on Tammy's channel, The Siberian Wind. Her, Alicia, and myself, we are working on the Yuletide sampler too. So each month, that is kind of what is going on. So what do I have planned to do this week? This right here is the Charmed, I'm sure, that I hope to be finishing up this week. And then I have, let's see, what am I catching up on? Okay, Yuletide Sampler 2. This is the February block that we did. I hope to be catching that up. On the Sunbeam quilt, I hope to be getting all of these trimmed and pressed. So we will be ready for next Saturday, or this Saturday. I keep calling it next Saturday, but it's really this upcoming Saturday. So that is the plan currently for this week. If I get more done than that, that's absolutely fabulous. But if I get less done than that, that's okay too. I'm not stressing over it. This is joyful. It is peaceful. It is calm. You know, just get in your sewing room and sew, cut fabric, to press fabric. Just look at fabric or look at your books. You know, you don't always have to be sewing in your quiet place. I love to sew. I really want to be catching up with what I'm supposed to be getting done. But then I think about it, you know, I'm the one that puts these limits on myself. So if I want to change them, I can change them. No stress. But friends, I truly appreciate y'all coming and doing the sew along with me. I love this quilt. I think it's going to be fabulous. So right now, current quilts that I have going on. Now I have a lot going on, but these are my two active. Is the Sunbeam quilt and the Yuletide sampler. Now you notice I didn't count the quilted cow and the flowering. I don't count those because I don't have my finishing on those yet to be finishing them. Those are blocks of the month. Even though Yuletide Sampler is a block of the month, it's one that we're continually working more than once a month. So what else do we have going on, friends? Y'all may notice I'm a little red. Yeah. We had the crawfish boil yesterday. I got a little bit sun. I got a little too much sun. My grandson, oh bless that little baby's heart, he had a blast. But he's paying for it today, but you wouldn't know it. He's got a water blister on his face because they had a water slide. And I knew it. Boy, that little water slide was in the sun and the wind was blowing. I knew it was going to be bad. My daughter called me this morning. You know, she's like, Mom, what is that stuff called to put on? I'm like, well, first off, the aloe vera with lidocaine. Let's get that on. And then after you do that and you're not hurting, then get the Noxzema and put on it. That'll help pull it out. I said, now for the baby, just fill him a tub of water, put some baking soda in there and let him play. Make sure he gets that on his face because we need to get that water blister draining and medicine on it so it don't get infected. So I put a little touch of lidocaine, and trust me, y'all, he don't want it. Even though you tell him, hey, let's put some lotion on, it don't matter. He don't want it on him. None of it. So I tricked him and told him he had a little booger on his face, and I said, let me put this on there and it'll get it off of there. And he still didn't want that to happen, but I touched the aloe vera with lidocaine on it to kind of help it. So we're hoping that poor baby, I guess because it was kind of overcast, we did not realize it was going to be so bad. But I got mine because I was in the shade the whole day until we were eating and the clouds kind of moved and then I was in the sun. But we're okay. We're hoping that everything is fine. But, we're treating it as it goes. I'm not hurting or anything. I'm just red. But I'm fine. I'm really fine. I'm really worried about my grandbaby, mainly. My daughter, she got burned bad to her arms and legs because they all had shorts on. I was like, no, I'm not wearing shorts. So I wore long pants and tennis shoes so my feet didn't even burn. Only burn I got was here and here, maybe my ears. But it's all going to be okay. So, friends, what do you have on your table this upcoming week? I'm sure it's going to be fabulous, but we are going to have a wonderful sewing week. We're hoping for the weather to stay kind to us today and throughout the night. We've already gotten notifications. It's 80 degrees right now, but we've already gotten a freeze warning for tonight. Now, is that not crazy? It's 80 degrees right now. It's actually 81. And we are getting a freeze warning throughout the night telling us it's possibly going to drop down to 23. That's the low they're anticipating tonight. And I'm like, that is insane. But it happens. And we knew we were in fall spring. It's too early for us to have spring. But, we're prepared for 23-degree weather. We have everything wrapped. I'm prepared for the wind. Everything outside that I can physically do, I've got tied down. So we're just hoping for the best. And as long as the trees stay in the ground and not on the house, we're good. So, friends, thank you for joining me. I hope you are all safe in your homes. Not cold, not too hot. I notice we have blizzard weather coming again up north. So, guys, just know that you're in my thoughts and prayers. I hope everyone is safe. And please give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.